It's unscripted. I feel like I pulled the daily double. No whammy. Hi, I'm Seth Rogen, and this is Movie Phones Unscripted. I'm talking to James Franco about our movie Pineapple Express. We're going to ask each other some of our own questions, as well as questions from you fine folks at home that you've emailed. Nick from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania wants to know, could you explain what the movie's title means, James?
Well, it's strange that you asked me that question. You came up with the title, but as far as I know...
What have I told you the movie title means?
I think your writing partner, Evan, took a class in college about, like...
He was in high school.
Weather systems or something like that. He said he didn't learn anything from that class except that there was a crazy...
Weather system.
In Hawaii that does something to the soil.
Yeah, called Pineapple Express.
Then he got the idea that maybe that could grow some extra great weed.
Exactly. But it's the name of weed. That's the short answer, I guess.
Oh, right.
I guess people don't even know that.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it's the name of the best weed that
they shouldn't ask you that question. This is off to a weird start already because of that.
Nick in Philadelphia. So, Charlie in Queens, New York.
Represent.
What happens on the set of your average Judd Apatow movie? You probably know this more than anybody.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the question really is what classifies a Judd. I bet most people don't know Judd did not direct this movie.
Oh, right.
David Gordon Green directed this movie.
Yeah. But he fit into the whole system.
He did.
Well.
I'd say it's very loose and collaborative. There's a lot of conversations with everybody involved about what's going to be shot, and we get everyone's opinion, and we try to reach a consensus rather than just one person kind of deciding what
everybody
happens.
can contribute.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely. Everyone can contribute.
I feel like I was trying to create that environment on Freaks and Geeks, and they weren't quite
You were
there
ahead
yet.
of your time. But there's no time on a TV show.
That's right.
That's the other thing. If there was a reunion of Freaks and Geeks, what would everyone be up to in 2008?
Well...
Wow, so how old would we be?
Oh, gosh. I guess it's been like 8 years or something.
No, but I mean, does the question mean, what would our characters be doing?
The question's a little muddy.
It's a little muddy. Well, we should just interpret it how we choose.
I would say, what are the characters doing, 8 years later?
Okay.
I was going to be, the pizza delivery guy, because we weren't, freshmen, so it wasn't going to be 90210 where they never graduate.
No. I pictured I joined the military.
Ken Miller definitely goes in the military. And I guess I was delivering pizzas and still dating a high school girl.
Good answer. James to Seth on...
Unscripted. All right, I got a good one. So I kind of see Pineapple Express as a love story. Mm-hmm. It's kind of, there's underpinnings of a love story. So did you feel more when you were working with Katherine Heigl or with me?
Probably you. I've known you longer, so that doesn't,
We got a whole history.
But I will say, in all seriousness, the relationship that we have in the movie is a lot closer to relationships I've had in real life than the relationship with me and Katherine Heigl in that movie. Just because, I've never got a girl pregnant or anything like that, and I've never had to deal with that. But I have had annoying weed dealers that I don't want to hang out with.
That's true.
So
yeah.
I'd say that
was
more
a lot closer
accurately
to your life.
mirrors my life. So yeah, I'd say
so
on
I guess
a personal
that came out
level,
when you wrote it.
Yeah, exactly. On a personal level, I related a lot more to this relationship. Since you'll be attending the Columbia School of Arts for
maybe
an MFA in writing, are you taking a break from films?
Yeah, I will be taking a little break.
So if someone calls you. Who's a director you like? The guy who did City of God phones you and says, James, I'm doing a movie about an American guy in Brazil. It's just you.
Well, I'm going for writing. I mean, some people it comes naturally to. You've been writing since you were 16 or maybe younger, and I guess I just feel like I have to go to school for it. And there's something about, like, you have it all. You wrote it, and you acted in it, and you produced it, you know?
You want that.
I mean, I want to be Seth Rogen, and I don't know how to do it other than...
You want what I got.
Then go to school
That's
in New York.
sad. I'm glad that's on film, that James Franco is jealous of me. That's great.
What would you consider the best stoner movie of all time?
That's a heavy question. That's loaded, because to me the real question is what do you consider a stoner movie, period?
Yeah.
Like, in my head, a stoner movie is something that only people who are stoned will like, really.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't really consider The Big Lebowski a stoner movie.
Exactly.
It's about a guy who's stoned, but it's not really, you know, if you've never smoked weed, you'll probably like that movie.
Yeah.
But Friday is probably actually a stoner movie.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't smoke weed, you're probably not going to find that movie all.
Chris Tucker's pretty funny, though.
Chris Tucker's funny. That's true.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the one.
that
my
straddles
favorite,
the line.
My favorite kind of like transcend the genre, where
Yeah.
Lebowski, Spicoli in Fast Times. That's not really a stoner movie, you know.
But it kind of, I don't know. Like people say, like Dazed and Confused is a stoner movie. Like, I don't know if I agree with that necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of
people smoking weed in it.
Yeah. Or like, I can remember in high school, the most stoned I ever was when I watched a movie was Dumb and Dumber, and that was like.
Is that a stoner movie? Yeah. But to me, Friday was the one that kind of transcended. It was really about weed, like 100%, pretty much based on weed, but it kind of, everyone liked it, and so.
I think Chris Tucker said he kind of went back and said he thought he was a bad influence on kids.
Oh, it definitely made me smoke weed. I definitely watched that movie. It's like, I want to smoke weed right now. It just made it look so good, and like, there's that whole montage where he's smoking, and like, it's one of those movies that you would watch and just be like, I want to get high right this second.
Okay. This movie obviously involves a lot of weed.
Yeah.
I don't consider it any worse than having a beer.
Yeah.
Is that kind of your take? I mean...
Yeah, definitely. I actually think it's way, I mean, it's way more dangerous to, drink, 10 beers than it is to smoke 10 joints.
Is that true?
I think so.
When I was in elementary school, they said 1 joint equaled 10 cigarettes.
That's bull. That's what they say. When my dad was in elementary school, they said weed made you go crazy and throw axes at people. There's always like a new myth about it, I feel like.
That's true.
I mean, is this movie a bad influence on people, do you think?
I think...
I guess it all depends on what your definition of bad is.
Yeah, I don't think it's any worse than like
Fight Club. I bet like the movie Fight Club, probably way more people are going to get hurt after watching that movie. I know guys who saw that and wanted to fight each other.
You watch Juno, I mean, you want to be a teenager.
You want to be a sassy pregnant girl with a lot of pop culture knowledge.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay, should we do it? Let's do this. Thank you to James and to Moviephone for letting us converse for you fine people, and make sure to watch our movie Pineapple Express. It's rad.
Thank you.
Sweet.
Great thing about these two characters in Pineapple is I think they can go anywhere. I mean,
they could go AWOL.
These two could go AWOL.
Yeah.
They could go to space. They could fight Godzilla.
They could fight Frankenstein.
Yeah. So,
it's true. It's like an Abbott and Costello thing.
Yeah.
We can really take it outside this world.
I think Unscripted should send in ideas.
That'd be good. What do you want to see Dale and Saul do next?